What if one bite of a food you've eaten 100 times before could actually harm your baby before they're even born? What if it could lead to brain damage, a premature birth, or even a miscarriage, and no one ever told you it was risky? The truth is, a lot of foods that seem totally normal, even healthy, can come with hidden dangers during pregnancy. And because they don't come with a warning label, most people just don't know. That's why I've made this list of 10 foods to avoid during pregnancy. Food 1. Let's start with something people eat all the time without thinking much about it. Cold deli meats, ham sandwiches, sliced turkey, salami, pepperoni, all the usual foods you might grab for a quick lunch. The problem here is something called listeria. It's a type of bacteria that can be found in these meats, even when they look and smell completely fine. During pregnancy, your immune system isn't as strong as usual because your body is focused on supporting the baby. That makes you more likely to get certain infections. Listeria is one of the really serious ones because it can actually reach the baby through the placenta. And that's where the real danger is. It can cause miscarriage, stillbirth, or serious illness in newborns. What makes it worse is that there are often no warning signs. You might feel fine until something suddenly goes wrong. That's why health professionals recommend that pregnant women only eat deli meats if they're heated until they're steaming hot so the bacteria are destroyed. Food 2. Listeria is also the reason why unpasteurized dairy products aren't considered safe during pregnancy. It's easy to see soft cheeses like brie, feta, or camembert and think they're natural and healthy. But if they're made with unpasteurized milk, that means the milk wasn't heat treated to kill off harmful bacteria. Listeria can still be inside the cheese, and you wouldn't be able to tell by the taste or smell. So the best thing to do is to check the label on any cheese or dairy product. If it says pasteurized, it's usually fine. If it doesn't or you're not sure, it's better to avoid it or ask. Food 3. You hear a lot about how fish is good for your baby's brain development, and that part is true. Fish has omega-3 fats, especially DHA, which really help with brain and eye growth during pregnancy. But some fish come with a catch. Certain types contain high levels of mercury. This is a heavy metal that builds up in the fish's body over time. The bigger and older the fish, the more mercury it's likely to have. Fish like shark, swordfish, king mackerel, and tilefish are the ones with the highest levels. When you eat these fish during pregnancy, the mercury doesn't just stay in your body, it passes through the placenta to your baby, and your baby's brain is still forming, which makes it very sensitive. Too much mercury can lead to learning difficulties, speech delays, and problems with motor skills later in life. This doesn't mean all fish are bad. Fish like salmon, cod, tilapia, and sardines are lower in mercury and still offer all the good fats and nutrients you need. It's just about knowing which ones are safe and keeping your intake to a couple of servings a week. Food 4. You might think a glass of freshly squeezed juice from a health store is better than store-bought. But that isn't always true. If the juice hasn't been pasteurized, it can carry harmful bacteria like E. coli or salmonella. These can be very dangerous during pregnancy. In most cases, a healthy adult might get a bit of stomach upset and recover quickly. But when you're pregnant, your immune system is more vulnerable and the same infection can hit harder. It can also cause complications like dehydration or even impact the baby's development. So if the label doesn't say pasteurized, it's safer to skip it. Food 5. Raw or undercooked eggs can be a problem during pregnancy. When the yolks are still runny, or when raw eggs are used in things like homemade mayonnaise, hollandaise sauce, or certain desserts, there is a risk of salmonella. This type of bacteria doesn't usually reach the baby directly, but it can make you very sick and can increase the risk of early labor. To be safe, eggs should always be cooked until both the white and yolk are solid. If you're making something that calls for raw egg, you can use pasteurized egg products instead, which are heated enough to kill any bacteria. Food 6. Some people say drinking coffee is fine, while others say to avoid it completely. What the research shows is that a moderate amount of caffeine, up to about 200 milligrams a day, is usually considered safe. That works out to around 1 regular cup of coffee. But the reason it matters is that caffeine crosses the placenta, and while your body might process it fairly quickly, your baby's body doesn't. The caffeine stays in their system much longer, and studies have linked high levels of caffeine during pregnancy to things like low birth weight and, in some cases, a higher risk of miscarriage. Food 7. It's not just coffee you need to think about. Caffeine is also found in tea, sodas, energy drinks, and even chocolate, so it helps to keep track of how much you're getting throughout the day. Cutting it out completely isn't always necessary, but being mindful of the total amount really does help reduce risk. Food 8. Raw sprouts can carry serious risk during pregnancy. Sprouts like alfalfa, radish, clover, and mung beans are grown in warm, humid environments. Those same conditions help bacteria grow. If the seeds are already contaminated with something like salmonella or E. coli, the bacteria can grow inside the sprout, and washing them doesn't always help. Cooking them properly would kill the bacteria, but sprouts are usually eaten raw in salads and sandwiches. The risk is that these bacteria can lead to serious illness. Unless you're cooking sprouts thoroughly, it's safer to avoid them until after the baby is born. Food 9. Herbal teas are seen as natural and soothing, which sounds ideal during pregnancy. But not all herbs are safe in large amounts, and some can actually cause problems. For example, chamomile might sound harmless, but it also has compounds that may not be safe when consumed regularly in large amounts. The problem is that herbal teas aren't regulated like medicines. There is no set dose, no safety testing, and no consistent labeling. Unless the tea is specifically made for pregnancy and contains only approved ingredients, it's best to either limit how much you drink or ask your doctor first. Food 10. All the major health organizations, including the CDC and the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, are very clear. There is no known safe amount of alcohol during pregnancy. It passes to the baby quickly and directly through the placenta, and it affects their development from the very start. Drinking during pregnancy can lead to fetal alcohol spectrum disorders, which are a group of serious physical, mental, and behavioral issues that last a lifetime. Even small amounts of alcohol can cause harm, and since there is no way to know which babies might be more sensitive, the safest choice is to avoid alcohol completely throughout the pregnancy. Pregnancy changes how your body handles things. Foods that were completely fine before can now cause real problems. It's not about being afraid of everything or feeling like you're walking on eggshells. It's about being informed. You don't need to get everything perfect. You just need to understand what's going on so that you can protect both yourself and your baby with confidence. Are there any other foods that you would add to this list? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.